right, so we're halfway through the year. So far, 2019, we get half the year has been a lot better than the first half of last year. But this is Candace's first meeting, so let's give her a hand. We're excited to have you as part of the team, and you get to be part of this tradition now. Selfie. All right, document it. All right, so yeah, Candace, we do these meetings every quarter. It's a great way to keep everyone on the same page, set some goals, and then also meet with everyone individually. Since I don't get to talk with you guys all the time, it's a good time for me to, in the meetings, like make sure everyone's sharp, understanding their job, and also just make sure, you guys are happy, find out if there's anything you can do, the company can do to make your job better. I want you guys to love working here. I care about you guys, and I want you guys to care about the company. In the last few meetings, it's been somebody's first meeting, so I love adding people to the team. I really do love our team. We have a great group of people. Obviously, couldn't do without you guys. We're a small company. Each person's so important. So I'll say it every meeting. I appreciate you guys so much. But, Holly jumping in all the time, wherever you're needed, the customer service. Rob and I had a problem with your dog last month and everything, but you still made sure you were here. Even little things like the trash and helping everyone fix their car, that seems to be something that Sid, you've been crushing it back here in the DTG room. Anna Lee's just been stepping up in the embroidery, like being a leader back there and helping like make sure all machines are clean and everything, which is like managed well, and that's so important. Obviously, Rachel putting in so many hours with pictures, which are so important for everything. And Bobby, you're basically holding down embroidery while the rest of us are like sleeping pretty much. So, and Shelby, you're just a rock star in every way. So, I'm really proud of everyone. I want to keep up the good work. So a review of last quarter. So, one goal we hit was 100,000 Instagram followers, which is pretty cool. I'm excited about that. That was like a big step. So I got Virginia Tech Stadium here for you, Holly, and Clemson for you, Rob. So I looked it up. There's 67,000 people that can fit in this stadium, and 82,000 that can fit in the Clemson Stadium. So imagine how big that is. When you're there, just a little perspective of a visual of how many eyeballs are on our company, watching what we're doing. So it's just really cool to see. So all right, so let's look at just some of the numbers from the last quarter. All right, so Candace, I'll show you in your personal meeting, but everyone knows on the computers we have access to. It's called Grow. It holds all of our sales data and stuff, and it also has everyone's hourly averages. I'll talk about later. But so our sales compared to last year, they're up 60% from the first half of last year, which is awesome. And this number, which we've talked about before, it's our ad spend, and we need to keep it below 30%. It's just something you guys can glance at, if you're wondering how the company's doing. But that's down 10% from where it was last year. So it's an important number. And if it gets high above 30%, it means we're kind of getting in the area of losing money. So the numbers are looking great. And last year, about 65-70% of our sales came in the second half of the year. And we had to kind of shut it down last year because we had to kind of turn the ads off because we couldn't get everything out because we didn't have the production. So with that math, it kind of puts us on pace for around 4 million in sales right now. But I want to make our goal to get to 5 million. So it's going to be a team effort. And that means it'll be a crazy second half of the year. And it's always crazy, especially the fourth quarter. I think around August it really starts picking up with the pumpkin stuff. But I think we can do it. So I want to make that our goal. That means it's going to have to be a big second half of the year. All right, so the next thing is this return customer rate thing, which I've brought up before. But it's just an important number because it's where sales division, which is technically me, Shelby, and Rachel, meets up with the operations division, where which is everyone over here. And I've talked about it before, but it's important. We can have great products, great ads, and everything like that. But if they have a bad experience, whether it be with customer service or getting their thing too late or a bad product, it won't matter. So that's where the whole team comes into making a good experience for our customers. It's just every time they buy something, it's an opportunity for them to purchase again. And we want people to replace 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 orders. What are we at for Holly for sending out to the, or at like people that place
14.
14, yeah.
I
So
went out one today and they had 22 orders.
yeah, so we're obviously doing a good job with those customers. So I mean, yeah, we're doing a good job with this, and it's been going up every year. This is just basically the percentage of orders that are placed by someone who's purchased before. So everyone has a role in that. And then yeah, like Sydney, even when I'm like see a little crease, let's flatten it out. That's what I'm thinking about with that when I say stuff like that. But clearly we've been doing a good job. So let's just keep this number rising. It's a good team number that is important. And then all right, so this is like the hourly average thing. So this is for last month. So Sydney, Rob, and Anna Lee all hit the goal last month. So we Venmoing you guys $50. But yeah, so like the goal for printing is between 57 and 55 per hour, and you got above that 58. Rob above 50, and Anna Lee right on the money. I was happy to see that. I think you got it most of the months, but the one month it was like 18.7 or something like that. So right on the money there. But yeah, so this is I know I've said this before, but it's Kansas first meeting again. So, but it's just an important number. It lets me know like kind of what our capacity is, and knowing how much each department can do, like an hourly, helps with the business decisions. In the first meeting of the year, I said like let's make the clocking in and clocking out like second nature, like breathing, and I think we've been doing a great job of that. So keep that up. And just a quick reminder how it works. It's just a simple average. It's just the daily number that you put in at the end of each day divided by like the hours you're on the clock for the activity. So like right now, everyone should be like clocked into meeting or break because yeah, if you're clocked into like embroidery or something right now, that's going against it. And even Rob with like receiving every day. It's like just 10, 15 minutes. You help unload the boxes and stuff, but you always clock into receiving. That's just like exactly how it's supposed to be done, so that can help. Like I'd love everyone to get the goal. But yeah, the way to improve the numbers is just obviously work hard, have a good system, and then be sharp with the clock-ins. And just like little things make a difference. Like if you take a bathroom break on your break instead of when you're just start. Like obviously you sometimes have to take a bathroom break, but just an example of all those little details. And we've been doing a good job of it. All right, the next thing I want to talk about is some specifics about like growing the company. So I've been thinking about this a lot, and I've been talking about it dating back to like 2 or 3 years ago. That's why I kind of like recording these meetings and keeping track of like where our thoughts were every time. Because I think one of like I remember like I said like a couple like 2 years ago or something like we're gonna be out of this building like, but in reality like we talked about in the past meetings how last year we had some down times, but we're back up and I want to grow the company, and I've been frustrated in like a good way. Like I want to push it forward, but yeah, we've gotten leaner and smarter. We're doing a great job, and I understand it's like you can't just snap your fingers and like grow. It's complex, especially as we get bigger. But all right, so I kind of have like a specific plan that I want to put in place for the next meeting. So 3 months from now, October 1st, it'll be. So one of the main things is getting Shelby and Rachel off of like the daily workflow and helping with sales, because you guys, we meet like once a week and you both work like extra, but you have so many responsibilities for laying stuff out. So that's one of the goals for that. So the previews are a big part of this. We've been talking about the previews the last couple of meetings, and in the last meeting, I think I had the computer up and I showed you guys like how they're working and everything. Basically, like on our website, there's just it pops up and you can put in your monogram and it shows you what it looks like. So it's great for the customer to see it, but more importantly, it like instead of having to hand make every single file, it's like sent automatically. So we've made huge, like that was one of the big goals for the year in the beginning of the year, and we've made huge progress with it. Basically, like all the single items on the site now have it, and the next thing I'm working on, like right now, is getting like the packages automated that have like 2 things. But it's really cool. It's really good, like awesome technology, and like it's been great. So that has been part of that goal, and that part's been going great. And then the other thing I'm excited about is so right behind here, there's like extra space, and I asked the landlord about it, and he said I don't know if it's going to be available, but he actually texted me recently and said he's away this week, but he wants to meet next week about renting it. So could have like even like a door right there, and there's like maybe like 300 square feet over there, but that could be like a little sales office for like kind of maybe you guys to move into. So that's the first step is taking you two off of daily workflow stuff. Then you'll be working on sales more, and we can have more sales. So then the next part of that is kind of where Holly comes in. I kind of talked to you a little bit about potentially like role changing, but so then if you hop in and do kind of the workflow stuff, but then basically we would hire a customer service person that will handle taking all the calls and answering all the emails and stuff, because that's one of the things you spend most of your time with. So freeing up your time, and then basically kind of moving you into like, because no one knows the products better than you, no one knows the system better than you and everything. So basically kind of like creating batches and probably ordering, which is huge, and that's something like we'll talk about, and then laying out for both departments. And one person laying out for both departments, that might be too much, so like have to work out some of those details. But basically, those are the steps that I'm putting out there that I want to have. I'm setting specific goals for, and have a specific deadline. Like by the next meeting, I want to have you two be off it, and that means we'll either have hired or be hiring a customer service person, and it won't be like a one day snap our fingers because they'll have to train the customer service person. It'll be not as simple as it sounds, but those are the goals for growing. And then what we already have set up is we have another DTG station, so we can get another DTG person. We have, obviously, the machines are always giving trouble, so that's part of that. And we have another shipping station, so that would be another spot that's like ready to go. And then the potential for another embroidery shifts there with 7 to 3 and then 3 to 10 on one station. And that's actually another big goal that we had in this past quarter, was getting another embroidery station, because that, like, in hiring candidates, like increasing our production there. Because of course we can do like 60 an hour here, but only like embroidery is like, 16 to 19 is the goal. But so that's a new customer service person, potentially a new printer, shipper, potentially a new embroiderer. So that's like 4 new people, which would be big. So it won't be easy, but those are like the specific steps for like growing the company, which is something that I'm always talking about. But so that's the plan on paper. Nothing ever goes perfectly as planned, but I want to just say it out loud, put it out there, start the process of the change, and by the next meeting, see where we're at. That's the goal. All right, but I'm excited about all that stuff. The next thing is I just have some customer photos. Like, I know we see them all the time looking at the Instagram and stuff, but I just have a couple slides to scroll through here. I think it's cool to see. Like, I've talked about this before, but we have so many customers and we never get to see them. So it's cool that just to see people wearing our stuff. So just a couple slides here, like Chick-fil-A stuff. I mean, people like across the country, like you guys are embroidering stuff, printing stuff, and like people across the country are wearing it, and that's a cool thing that we never get to see like in person that much. There's like a group of friends. That's cool. Cinco de Mayo, right? Some people wearing it. And yeah, and these are like the deadlines we've had this year. We had Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, and then, 4th of July, it hasn't even been 4th of July yet. We already got some pictures and stuff. And that was actually awesome to see. Like, was it last Friday? Like, you guys were staying late, getting out all the packages, like, on a Friday in the summer. Like, it's awesome. Like, we hit the deadline. We got everything out for 4th of July. Like, that was a great team goal, and it's awesome that we can do that. And appreciate everyone working so hard to appreciate that goal. And we should be seeing a lot more of these pictures tagged when the holiday hits. Teacher, some more 4th of July. Mommy.
The kid has the Chick-fil-A shirt on too. You can't really see it.
Does it?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah. We said we want to do the kid one. That's something too we talked about a couple of meetings back, just having more kid stuff, and we've like kind of done that. But good idea to add that one as a kids one. But yeah, let's continue to make the customer smile. There's so many people out there wearing our stuff. It's awesome. It's like it's the reason why we do this. Like it's really cool to see. So and every single one of those has their monogram on it. It's personalized. It's cool. It's like I love monograms. They're like it's just like it's confidence. Like I'm wearing my name. It's a cool thing. So let's continue to make our customers smile. But all right. So these are the individual meetings. So for this round of meetings, like I said, Bobby today, and I have the rest of you guys like tomorrow. So take a look at your time. But for this round, I want to like talk more about some details, a little more than I did last meeting, get into specifics about like some production things for DTG and embroidery. I want to talk about like printing labels. So any other thoughts you have that you want to address with me, just have them ready. But yeah, I want to go over some specifics and yeah, just keep working on doing all your tasks the best of your ability every day, which you have been doing. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. So to wrap it up, I'm just really proud of what we're doing. I'm really, really confident about 2019, especially last year when we had some ups and downs. But we're learning from the mistakes we made. We're in a great rhythm right now, and you know, success doesn't come in a day. Like we have to be persistent, we have to be consistent, and we have to have patience too. And I'm motivated to build this company into a huge company. I always have been, and we're a small company. We're doing something special. And I'm just really excited about our team and all we can accomplish for the second half of the year. So let's do it. All right. Clap it up. Clap it up. There it is. All right. So Bobby today at 3:30, so you can get started, and then meet at 3:30, and then yeah, everyone else take your note. We'll spread them out throughout the day or so tomorrow. All right. Cool. But any questions, any thoughts, comments, or anything? No. All right. See where we're at in 3 months from now. It's in the books.